Yo, welcome back to the channel, my crypto nitros. Today we're going to be talking about the top 5 cryptos that you need to keep your eyes on. Technically, these are 5 cryptos that could present an amazing opportunity to be buying right now at this moment, considering the fact we're going to be having our Bitcoin halving, aka our bull run, most likely next year. Or at least that's going to be the start of it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. So obviously we got to talk about the dominant king, which is going to be known as Bitcoin. Ladies and gentlemen, we've had a lot of stuff going on with the SEC, and I'm going to tell you guys right now, I personally don't think Bitcoin cares at all, right? I don't think it cares because it's going to continue doing its cycle, which is technically every 4 years. And if we actually take a look here, whenever it comes to Bitcoin, you guys will see that we have just continued doing the same thing. We've had these massive run-ups, massive sell-offs, we consolidate, and then guess what happens? We have another massive run-up, price sells off like crazy, we consolidate, and then guess what? We have another massive run-up, price dumps like crazy, and then we consolidate. It just continues to get bigger and bigger and bigger each time. So personally, ladies and gentlemen, I believe the fact that we are holding on strong, there's a good chance that we are in this phase right here, which is our consolidation phase, right? That's normally what happens, right? That is normally what happens. So I personally believe that Bitcoin is going to be looking for a monster move very, very, very soon. So it's definitely going to be one that you probably should start buying. I personally believe it's going to be safe. I think we've hit our bottom, or the bottom's almost in. So yeah, and if we continue our second crypto, as you guys already know, which is going to be Ethereum. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, exactly the same freaking thing as Bitcoin. Ethereum has been here for a hot minute. So if we actually go back in the past, you guys can clearly see monster pump to the upside, big old sell off, and then guess what happens? We consolidate. And then after we consolidate, monster pump to the upside, nasty sell off, and then we consolidate. So technically at this moment, you guys can see, obviously, whenever it comes to Ethereum, that we are currently in a consolidation, just like Bitcoin. So what does this mean? Well, ladies and gentlemen, considering the fact we normally have a massive long-term consolidation before going into our bull run, there is a good chance that we are actually there right now, which means that this could present an amazing opportunity to be buying up at this current moment going long-term, right? So obviously Bitcoin and Ethereum are the safest bets. That is my opinion. Now, let's talk about some XRP. Now, I personally believe that XRP is going to present an amazing opportunity. I still think we overall do have an amazing opportunity right here at this current moment. We're talking around 50 cents to be picking up XRP. Considering the fact our very first bull run, you guys will see that we ran up over like $3. And technically our previous bull run, we didn't even hit that, right? We didn't even have, we only hit a high of $1.70. So if we actually take a look here, you guys will see for XRP, if we actually do this little chart here, let's see if we can actually do it real quick for some technical analysis. What I want you guys to see is that long term, whenever it comes to XRP, that technically we are still creating higher lows. I mean, ever since our inception, ladies and gentlemen, you guys will actually see that we are still creating these higher lows. So let's say we have our low here and we have higher lows. So this technically tells us that we are still good. This is going all the way back from 2020. And technically, it would be a lot further if we were showing more on the chart here, right? Because XRP was technically around like a penny or less than a penny. So ladies and gents, I mean, this is actually really good, right? The overall trend is good. We even had our massive win or massive success against the SEC. And ladies and gents, XRP is just a strong army, and I believe a lot of people are going to continue holding this thing long term. And I personally believe that going into our next bull run, we're probably going to hit way past these levels, right? So ladies and gents, once this thing starts to pick up, right, and starts to move, I mean, we're going to be getting a monster liftoff, right? So you really need to keep eyes on XRP. It's been around for a long time. I don't think it's going to go anywhere anytime here shortly, right? So even take a look at the total supply. I mean, you guys can see it right there. So circulating supply, not sure if it's going to be increasing in the future. I pray that it doesn't so people don't get diluted. But overall, ladies and gents, not bad at all, right? So next, let's talk about some Cardano. Now, Cardano is probably my most wishy-washy project on this list. And that's technically just because the overall trend here. Now, remember, like I stated, Bitcoin, Ethereum, I mean, even for XRP, we've had nice consolidations. We've had an overall nice uptrend. Whenever it comes to Cardano, you guys can clearly see that we are stuck in this downtrend. So if we actually take a look here, whenever it comes to, say, the overall charts, right, on the daily, you guys will actually see for Cardano that we are still stuck in this downtrend, right? We're still kind of stuck in it. And there is a possibility that we are doing what is known as a triple bottom. So you guys will actually see right here that we do have a bottom here, a bottom here, and a bottom here. We're kind of stuck right here in this area. So technically, we got to get some kind of breakout here above this descending resistance if we want to be bullish. If not, we're going to continue down. And technically, if we continue down, ladies and gents, that's a nasty drop way down here. Now, if we actually take a look here, you guys will see whenever it comes to Cardano that we do somewhat, it depends how you want to put this, but we do somewhat still have higher lows, right? So we have a low here, higher low here, higher low here. We were looking to get a bounce, which was like way over here, but we couldn't even get above that. So if we actually take a look long term, there is kind of like a shallow higher low right here. You guys can actually see that. But we have actually broken below that as well. So Cardano, got to be a little bit careful. If we continue down, ladies and gents, down here in these areas, I mean, this would definitely be a great opportunity to pick it up. I mean, I imagine we're going to consolidate eventually, but right now we're still not in that consolidation period. So we got to keep eyes on Cardano, okay? So I think it might have a little bit more downturn, and we'll see what happens from there, okay? And finally, our last crypto is going to be Polygon Matic. Now, I think Polygon Matic typically has a bigger use case than Cardano, bigger than ADA. I hear about it more. I use it more personally. I mean, Cardano, ladies and gents, I mean, yeah, it's good. It's got, I think like 70% of their overall supply is being staked as well, which is actually good. But if we take a look here at Polygon, you guys will actually see for Polygon, got a low here, higher low here, higher low here, but we have actually broken that a little bit. So Polygon Matic, so kind of like Cardano, if we take a look at the trading view charts, you guys will actually see that the overall trend here, I mean, we still got a little bit of something happening, right? So you guys will actually see that we do have a long-term descending resistance right here, which isn't what we want, but there is a possibility we are creating what is known as a bullish falling wedge. So if this is the case, then we're eventually going to be looking for a nice little move. We're hoping out of this area and then continuation, okay? But Polygon Matic definitely has a strong use case. We do have a low here. I don't think we have any other higher lows, so we can actually probably go from here to here. And no, we are looking to hold that area, and we failed, okay? So got to keep eyes on Polygon Matic. I believe it has a very strong use case going forward in the future, considering the fact it's already gained, partnerships, say with Instagram and stuff like that. But got to keep eyes on Polygon Matic. Definitely think it's going to present an amazing opportunity. But most importantly, keep eyes on Bitcoin and Ethereum, ladies and gentlemen. These are going to be the top cryptos that we need to keep our eyes on.